said pinball was dead. It's not.
Game Club Central, thank you so much for that raid. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the first Paladin Arcade special one lit. I'm just kidding. That's right, Fenorian Slip. You are the champ. We had 17 players this week. Play it again. Okay, I guess if I have to. So this week we had 17 players for Cuphead. As I was saying earlier, Cuphead's fun. Cuphead is awesome. Cuphead is a bitch. It's a table you love to hate. 2-inch flippers, Gottlieb feel, bells and chimes. It's awesome and terrible at the same time, but it has good music. Cuphead hates me. Cuphead hates everybody, but there's something endearing about it that makes you keep coming back. Fernand Slip says, I am now validated. You're doing really well this week. I saw in the Thursday Throwdown, Fenardi, and I believe you're leading the Medieval Madness charge, too, for our other VPX tournament. All right, so starting from the top, our final standings of 17 players for Cuphead. Fenorian Slip, first place. Dr. Doobie, second place with the 76,000. RB Wings, third place, 66,000. Pinball Gramps, fourth place, 64,000. Gramps, that's is that your first top 5? I gotta believe it's happened another time, but that was exciting to see. Pinball Gramps loves the table mainly because of the music. Second time in the top 5. All right. Most excellent. Big Dub, 5th place, 62,000. Retro Stank, formerly Stang Retro, Jared Gage, 59,000. Little Mini Mart, 7th place, 58,000. Wilt in 8th, 57,000. Smedley, Cup Smed, 9th place, 49,000. CPO, 10th place, 48,000. Is this table the CPO equalizer? CPO had a little trouble this week, but I think everybody did. I barely, scratched the surface. JU 11th place, 41,000. Nelson PJ 39,000. Myself in 13th, 37,000. Dax Plays 14th, 35,000. Smug Game Club Central. We have to remove a score from a player that used... Oh, yes. There was a player that used the wrong version of the table. So if your name isn't on the list... we did technically have 18 players, but we had to remove one because someone used the wrong version. If you're that person, I apologize. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but that is proof that we do actually look through the pictures and validate the scores before doing the scoreboard. Or at least Marty does. We'll see what I do. You might sneak one past me. Oh yeah, I was at Smog. Smog with the 30,000. Empty 9, 27,960, and cakes. Man, I would love to go for some cakes right now. Cake sounds awesome. 17th place with 26,000. So there you have it. This has been Cuphead. Hopefully we can breathe a little easier. We have new management over this tournament. And hopefully the new management would decide to play a little bit nicer, smoother, easier table for this week, right? To give everybody a break after the swearing and frustration of the beauty that is Cuphead. That would be nice, right? Before I forget, let me give Marty a shout out for maybe. Thank you, old management.
You want me to do the hype again?
Hype! Ooh, we got hype. All right, so here you go. I'm going to reveal the first table of Special One lit under new management. Please keep in mind, I am not Game Club Central, but I tried. So I made a video. I probably shouldn't have. So be gentle with me. But here you have it, the first Paladin Arcade Special One lit.
Hey, brawl.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game. Have fun.
It starts with a whistle and ends with a gun. 60 minutes of close in action from kickoff to touchdown. This is pro football.
In 1980, old familiar faces turned up in unfamiliar places. A snake was loose in Houston. A forgotten quarterback became a savior in Oakland. And a former Saint named Conrad Dobler played a vital role.
Well, there you go. This week we're playing Gridiron. That's right. I picked another EM, but I promise I will change it up. But this felt like the perfect table to wrap out the Thanksgiving holiday. Thank you for following, JU. Very much appreciated. Bless you for an EM. I promise, you know what? I still have the standings up. So I promise if you are unfamiliar with this table, it will be unique and enjoyable. It might be as frustrating as Cuphead. Bismarck, thank you so much for the follow. But it's a surprisingly addicting table. So per as I stated in the Discord when I took over the Special One Lit, my Sunday streams are going to be a little bit shorter than Game Club Central, but I'm going to play this. It's funny that you say that, Marty, because the page should now be live. I hope. Someone wants to check. It's still going to show the old scores because nobody's posted a score yet, but the VpinHub competition page should be live with the link to the table. Now, we have played Gridiron before as part of the Thursday Throwdown, but previously we played the Rusty T mod. This is the I Dig Stuff NFL Film Tribute mod that has Enfozzy and Fleep as well as some additional sound elements. So I thought it'd be fun to give this a try. I tried getting to Ellen Page, but there's something unexpected there now. Page is good. All right, cool. So perfect. So Special One Lit should be live. I'm going to play a couple games on this and show you what it's about. And let me make sure my sound is unmuted. Okay. It was a lot of fun setting this up. I had almost no time until about a half hour before, so I'm kind of impressed that I got all of the score assets and everything done on time. But we made it. If you're unfamiliar with this table, there is no plunger. It is not a malfunction. You're not crazy. It doesn't exist. You plunge the ball by hitting the right flipper. And that's about how this goes. It is possible to roll it and double roll it, and I expect to see some awesome scores this week, but I doubt many of them will be from me. Can you show me how to drain? Absolutely, Game Club Central. It goes something like that. And you can even see the ball in the drain. And I don't think I've barely touched it yet, and I'm on ball 5.
Zone 2, ready?
Voila. All right, let's do a serious attempt before my...
The rapport that exists between a gifted passer and his favorite receiver is part instinct, part practice.
Any tips on strategy on this one? Okay, we can talk strategy a little bit. Although I don't know if that is illegal coaching, but I'm going to go with it because I have put up some decent scores on this in the past. I'm going to say the Vera targets, which are your touchdowns on the left and right, it's that slide bar that goes from 1,000 to 5,000. That is your friend if you can safely do it. It is backhandable from the lower flipper.
Zone 2. 2, ready?
You want the Vera target, and then you want to rip the spinner all day long. I like my tables to be painful, like eating dry grape nuts. Oh, Freudian slip. Okay, yeah, I could get behind that. I can eat dry grape nuts. You still put the sugar on it, right, though? Just no milk? Wouldn't want to think that you're a monster.
1X, no 2, ready?
I tortured my coworkers with this last week when I was like, I think for the first one, because football, or, you know, Thanksgiving football, we should play Gridiron. I had my coworkers testing this, and they hated it for the first 4 games, and now they've been playing it nonstop, and many of them have rolled it, if not double rolled it at this point. You're a monster? No sugar? How does one eat grape nuts with no sugar? Pirate Bones Ninja, thank you so much for the tier 1. I know I said that this was going to be a serious game, but ow. Grape nuts are so wholesome, they don't need sugar.
A drum of man on
Those
man in
eyes.
a race against the clock.
Thanks, Grammy. That's the thing about these tables. You have to play it a few times to get a feel for it, but when you do, your scores get much better. This is true, Gramps, and this table definitely has a specific feel. And I know it looks evil and nasty like that. But I promise, like Cuphead, it's a little bit addicting. So if it double rolls, how can you tell for score posting purposes? Eternal Grammy, there are lights on the back glass. So I'm on ball 3, so the chances of me rolling it will be real fun at this point. But if you roll it or double roll it, you will get 100,000 light on the back glass, so it will show on the back glass. If you have any concerns about that not showing up in your picture, I'll accept the sticky note from the bar, the high score sticky note. I'll accept that as a picture. But I have tested it. It does have score lights for if you roll it and double roll it, similar to the fall. And we are going for raw score, not points, because as you notice, you have 2 scores. You have your team points as well as your raw score. And you can get high score sticky notes for both. That's why I picked this version, Grammy. I loved Rusty T's original one, but there's something about the ambience of this that the sounds make a big difference. Who knows? Maybe I will roll it. We made it to 85. Replay, I believe, is 75, which is why you heard the knocker sound. Don't be afraid of the dead bounces on this table either. Makes a big difference.
No 2, ready?
And there we go, I rolled it. So you notice the 100,000 directly above, and then it might not show up great, but there is above that, in the center, there is a green 100 to show that I rolled it once. If I do it twice, then there'll be another 100 there, I think in blue or yellow. So it will display rolls and double rolls. All right, guys. Well, here you have it. This is Special One Lit. We're going to be playing Gridiron. Let me see if my fancy scoreboard actually works and we got some standings. And then we're going to find someone to raid. These Sunday night streams are usually going to be shorter because my goal is to just recap, set up the next tournament, and move on. And get set up for tomorrow night where we'll be playing FX3. And that's that.
Travel reap the cart of a man, a knight without armor in a savage land. His fast gun for hire heeds the calling wind. A soldier of fortune is the man called Paladin. Paladin, Paladin, where do you roam? Paladin, Paladin, far